Please like and subscribe. Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. This reading is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with all of it. You might not resonate with any of it. Whatever you do resonate with, take what you need and leave the rest behind. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of somebody who is in your energy. So if you don't feel like I'm talking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the collective and for anybody you call into this reading. Thank you. Okay, and what's on the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Actually, I might put this up here. Yeah, that feels more appropriate. Okay, let's have a look here. Holy smoke. Oof. Okay, it's interesting. While I was shuffling there, you saw the cards kind of like fly apart and they all landed face down. So I knew, okay, no, these are not cards to go into the reading, but this is consciousness that is, I heard spiritual warfare. I heard conflict. Warfare, spiritual warfare, some sort of psychological warfare, energetic. Energy is very tumultuous, conflict, friction, battle. There's a battle. That's what I heard. A battle. Those were the words. Battle and spiritual warfare. Okay, so the overall energy being the Hierophant in reverse. So somebody is either seen as very unorthodox, whatever they're doing, they're being seen as unorthodox, but that doesn't mean that God's not present. It's unorthodox just means they're channeling and playing by their own rules. They're being absolutely 100% original. And an out of the box thinker, That's what unorthodox often is. It also could be that somebody did something foolish, or there's some sort of an overkindness of some kind. Maybe that is what is foolish. Somebody's being overly kind or has been overly kind. There's like a contract, because this is what's supporting the entire reading. So there was some sort of a contract maybe built on someone's overly kindness, or the Hierophant in reverse also could mean that somebody's feeling very frail and very vulnerable. You feel like when you're feeling frail and vulnerable like that, and the Hierophant in reverse, meaning you almost feel like you're out of alignment with any kind of deity, any kind of, you feel really alone. You feel cut off and alone, cut off from God or source or the spirit realm, just feeling very carnal and very alone, possibly. Okay, so in the past, there was some sort of a loss, and somebody was grieving this loss, a lot of sorrow. It could be because somebody found their way out of bondage. Maybe somebody somebody went through a divorce, or somebody was entering into rest, into a state of rest. Holy smoke. Someone is really stuck in their ways, like really stuck. Like bad. It's bad. Because what I'm seeing here is that somebody is sorrowful. So there's been some sort of a breakup, some sort of a loss of relationship. Somebody is like either sacrificed themselves, sacrificed the relationship. There was some kind of sacrifice made. And it was like, it was its own tower. Because what I'm seeing here is that somebody who's gone through this Five of Cups, this loss and this suffering and this grieving, they've gone back to old ways. Maybe they feel entrapped. Maybe there's a sense of oppression, ongoing oppression. The breakdown of beliefs, definitely the breakdown of beliefs. But the overall outcome of this is emotional stability. So it's like a rebirth, some sort of a rebirth. Between here and here, there's some sort of a rebirth. And what I'm feeling here is this tower that took place when somebody released themselves from bondage or went through a divorce or going through a state of rest after a loss, after some sort of a loss, a sense of sorrow, a sense of grief. Yeah, I'm feeling like it was a breakdown of belief, and the clarity that comes in, somebody recognizes they're either apathetic, they don't care anymore, they've reached a point of like, not hopelessness, but just everything was a bad decision. Like it was just a bad decision, a state of indecision. You can't really start. You're in a constant state of indecision even. Or hesitation. Whoever this is doesn't trust themselves. They don't trust themselves. And it's going to ultimately end up with the relationship between the two of you. It's going to end up where somebody is not telling the truth. Somebody is not, they're all talk. They're manipulative and deceptive, and they're all talk, and they're not willing to tell the truth. They're like, it's like playing a game of poker with someone. There's no truth in poker. It's all poker face and bluffing and upping the ante and high rolling, like just a very high roller. Like it's, oof. But that's what I mean, this sense of loss with the Fool, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Somebody who doesn't trust themselves, their continued oppression, they don't trust themselves. They're trying to find a sense of balance. They're seeing you. I'm feeling like this is you. Like they're seeing you are very happy. Or maybe this is you. Maybe don't trust yourself. Maybe you went through loss, or somebody left you, or you left somebody else, something fell apart. There was some sort of a loss and suffering and grieving. You don't quite trust yourself. You're in indecision. You're hesitating. And ultimately, you may feel like a martyr. You may feel like like you're not independent. You're dependent on someone, and not secure. Like feeling very maybe emotionally insecure, because you're in a state of indecision, and I'm feeling like you don't trust yourself. Whoever this is doesn't really trust themselves, and they're trying to navigate through life in a poker game because they don't know how to trust themselves, and they can't show their hand. They can't show that they're bankrupt. Their confidence is just a bluff. Their certainty is just a bluff. And it's like a hairline away from and that's what I mean. Like, that's why I feel like, oh God, like very much frailty, vulnerability. Somebody overextended themselves. They overextended themselves. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some clarification, Creator. What is the Devil in reverse? You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This could be a Capricorn, or just Capricorn energy. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, just someone who's exhibiting Capricorn energy. Or maybe they're not a Capricorn sun. Maybe they have Capricorn in their chart in some way, but it's very strong. Maybe they got a Jupiter there. Maybe Saturn. Just the one that's up? Okay. Okay. Oh, the Hierophant in reverse again. Ooh. 6. Okay. So the Devil in reverse. after this great sense of loss, somebody entering into some sort of freedom, maybe freedom or rest, maybe both, maybe rest, release from bondage and having a divorce. Maybe all three dimensions are present, and that could very well be also. But with this is, the end of friendships, the end of celebrations, the end of the end of like partying together. But I'm also feeling like a lot of gossip, and somebody felt really isolated. Somebody was isolated. Ooh, someone was targeted. Oh, I'm getting in. Okay, someone was targeted. They were gossiped about. They felt vulnerable. There was some sort of foolish exercise. Something happened where somebody did something that it was some sort of a foolish exercise, something that wasn't wise. And but there was a sense of recovery, a sense of forgiveness, a sense of moving on. Somebody was trying to move on, and they did. They had a sense of a success, balance, willpower. Yeah, perseverance, even a sense of victory, because they overcame a heartbreak, they overcame a betrayal. Yes, oh my gosh, somebody was targeted. There was unwise actions that somebody committed against this person through betrayal. And this person, the devil in reverse, you or them, I don't know which one, you overcame it. You have a very strong will. You have a strong will. Yeah, I'm feeling this knocked you off your balance for a little bit, but not long. You're able to recover. It brought you into a new sense of yourself. You saw yourself, and this is after maybe a year or so, but you did some pretty extensive work on yourself. You endured the isolation. You endured the gossip, the isolation, the betrayal. I'm feeling like you felt even like abandoned by the people around you, or somebody felt abandoned. But you're able to get through it. You willed yourself to heal. That's what I'm feeling, because you recovered. And you had victory over this, and now it's the gods are honoring this. They're honoring your growth. My word is my wand. All 10 wands get distilled into one single wand, one single powerful wand. And that's you. That's you. And I'm feeling that's what the oppression of the 10 of Wands was about, I'm seeing the wands like gatekeepers almost, in a way, like they're all around you, surrounding you, and you can't You can't lay hold of the world. You can only access the world by going within you. By going within you and accessing the world through you, through your, by getting to know your perceptions, getting to know your beliefs, understanding you. And once you do that, you see the world very, very differently and going into new, higher lands within you. Whoever you are, oh, I'm just getting vertigo big time. Whoever you are, you're very rare. Do you know how many people avoid knowing themselves? Do you know how many people distract themselves out of knowing themselves, especially the uncomfortable stages of their lives, the uncomfortable processes, the negative news, and not just the negative news like on TV, I'm talking about like the negative information they learn about themselves. Yeah, it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear. This is like shadow work. It's like shadow work. And you came into this, see, look at this knight, and he has his back turned away from the Knight of Pentacles. You either turned away from somebody in your life who did not share your beliefs, who was not courageous as you are, going into new lands and facing into yourself, enduring the gossip, enduring the isolation, enduring the betrayal, enduring all of it. Being alone, you stood alone. Holy, you stood alone. Whether this was in a family or in a workplace or within, I'm getting both. Like, I don't know if it's both for all of you or however, but I know that both dimensions here are true. They may not be relevant to each of you, but one of them at least is work or family, these dynamics. So you turned away from somebody who did not have your strength, your capacity of courage, your capacity of responsibility. Yeah, was very greedy and incredibly jealous of you. Very, very jealous of you. And they were at the heart of this betrayal. They were at the heart of this betrayal, and you know it. Now, oh my gosh. No. Oh, I don't care. Either way, I'm blown away at this. Okay, what they're saying is that because, okay, this person brought a betrayal into your life. I'm hoping this makes sense. It's very confusing. But this person did a betrayal to you. It was like a threesome. It was some sort of some sort of, not like a threesome, but what do you call that? A third party, some sort of a third party. And I don't know if this was within a marriage or something, but I'm feeling like a friend betrayed another friend. Ooh, with like a third party, and I can only imagine it would be with one of the friend's spouses. And I'm getting these are women. I'm just feeling a feminine dominate, like within the trio, there's more women than there is men. So I'm feeling like it's two women. And one woman was jealous of the other woman. And she wanted to, oh, okay. So what's happened is if you're this woman that was betrayed by her friend, you overcame this. You were determined to overcome this. And all the shame and all the humiliation, like you hear about it when when a spouse isn't, when somebody goes through something and all the gossip, everyone's talking about it, like blah, blah, blah. You had to endure all of that, and you did. You endured the shame, the isolation, the betrayal, the sense of abandonment. You went through all three archetypal wounds. Holy. And you overcame them. And because of that, you're going into higher lands. You're accessing, you've graduated, you're accessing higher dimensions within you. But this person who betrayed you, they are, if they haven't already, if they haven't yet, they are going to experience karma. You overcame this. This friend was not sincere. They were so intimidated, not even intimidated of you, just threatened of you. They were threatened of you. Holy smoke. Anyway, I'm getting that you walked away from the friendship, got out of bondage. This was like, oh God, I didn't realize that kind of energy was going to come out of this. Ugh. This really affected you, but you were able to get out of this. This was a devil energy. Holy. Whatever this person did, they meant to do it. This was intended. And you overcame it. You got out of bondage. You overcame it. Whether you're going through a divorce now or your friendship is over, that's totally right. But you definitely have entered into a state of rest. And whatever sacrifices you've made in order to move on with your life. But somebody has a continued oppression, and I'm thinking it's this person here has a sense of a continued oppression, and this person doesn't trust themselves. Holy. Okay, Creator, what is the Tower in reverse? Oh, wow. I was not expecting that energy. That makes perfect sense. What is the Tower in reverse, Creator? What is the Tower in reverse? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like with some of you, yeah, that's true. With some of you that resonates with the two friends and trying this power struggle over the other's spouse or however. But there's also, in the dynamics here, there's also just general competition. Like competition. Maybe, yeah, it doesn't have to be romantic or some sort of dynamic like that for all of you. But for some of you it is, but for others of you it's not. It's not that severe. It's not that severe. But it's still a sense of betrayal. It's still a sense of overcoming something that happened, some sort of an ending. Okay. The Tower. What is the Tower, Creator, in reverse? What is the Tower in reverse? The Tower in reverse, Creator. Whoop. All right. Okay, holy, the tower on the tower. Oh my gosh. That's what I mean. So for some of you, this isn't a friend. For some of you, for others of you, this is like a sibling, a parent. Yeah, family. So, okay, so you or somebody else, when you got through this, when you overcame this, it was the sacrifice that you made to walk away from this, to come back to you, to come back into yourself, to come back into you. And I'm feeling like this was like an outward sacrifice also, that you were continuing, you were dedicated to yourself, to your own growth. With this tower in reverse, what had happened there in the past, something happened very, very recent, like very recently, where there was an opportunity that came in where you or somebody else, it allowed you to elevate. An opportunity came in that allowed you or somebody else, and I'm feeling this is the overcomer here, uh, allowed them to elevate. See the mountains through the little gateway there. Mountains are indicative of elevation. And the creator brought about, or the universe brought about, an opportunity, a physical opportunity. It could have been with your sibling, with your parent, some sort of an opportunity that came in that allowed you to integrate, what's the word? Practice. Not practice. No, practice isn't the right word, but like integrate. Continue to move in the way of self-honor, move in the way of moving away from this energy of this person, which you totally did because you overcame it and released yourself. But this opportunity was a tower that allowed you to further your healing, your commitment to yourself, your truth, your commitment to your truth, your soul, your growth. Oh, wow. So it was some sort of a tower that happened very, very recently, and you wanted to say something, and you sacrificed it. You held on to it. It's almost like you swallowed your words. And you could have shared about what happened, but you didn't. You kept quiet. Your guardian was up. This I see in terms of clarity. Absolutely. Your guardian was in front of you, protecting you. You were clear that you were not to say anything and waste your energy. But this opportunity was there to show you your strength. Maybe you ran into this person, maybe something, correspondence came in. I'm getting for some of you, an interaction came in with this person where you were able to hold your ground. You were able to hold your ground, but your person is not happy. They see you have overcome. They see how happy you are, and they are not happy. Not only how happy you are, but how guarded you are. They know you see them. They know you see them. For real. For real. They know you see them. There's no coming back from what's happened. There's no coming back. They feel beyond redemption. They feel like they're um yeah, it's not, no, they don't feel that they're beyond redemption because they're not repentant. They're not repentant at all. They're like obstinate. They're not happy and they're pissed off. And again, the tower in reverse, continued oppression, entrapment. I'm feeling that whatever this person did, they trapped themselves in a lie. They trapped themselves in a lie. Whatever this was. And there's in order for them to come back and heal from this, they're going to have to expose themselves, and they're not going to. What is the Page of Swords in reverse, creator? New deck. What is the Page of Swords in reverse? What is the Page of Swords in reverse, creator? What is the Page of Swords in reverse? See, and you holding your ground is what gives you emotional stability. You see who you are. There was a great loss, something happened. You totally overcame this, and the creator brought you an opportunity that would help you further your empowerment and recovery from this, and you did. You held your ground. You didn't give your power away. You didn't give your power away. And because of that, you're not only feeling yourself as emotional stability and balanced, but they see you, whatever happened in this tower that just happened, see you also as stable, balanced, high-minded, even high-minded. Am I taking that? Yes. Okay. Yeah. They're not willing to tell the truth because they know exactly what they've done. They know exactly what they've done. I'm getting that they're not even sorry. I'm getting that they're not even sorry. In some strange way, they look at you. They see the work you were doing. They see the work you were doing. They see that you are manifesting. I'm feeling like there's going to be another situation coming up in the future. And this person is intimidated of you. They're not interested in aligning with you. They're not interested in healing. The star in reverse from this Three of Swords energy. From their own, this is like their own self-sabotage also too. And I'm feeling not only are they intimidated of you, but they don't want to heal. They don't want to lose what they've worked so hard to get, even if where they are right now is like shitty. You know, it's like, well, I'd rather take that than not have anything. There you go, the star in reverse. But there's going to be an opportunity coming in again that is going to, the universe will give them another opportunity to redeem themselves to themselves, not even to you. You're kind of, I'm feeling like you don't even care anymore. Like you're past this. But this person, I'm picking up on this reading that whoever's in your life is really fucked up about what they've done, but they're trying not to show it. They're trying not to be it. They're trying to just overcome without having to tell the truth. But you know what? Liars don't heal. Okay? I say that gently. When Caroline Myss states this, she packs a punch. Liars don't heal. Dr. Kent Keel said in his book, The Psychopath Whisperer, that psychopaths that are liars, because they lie about everything, they can't be rehabilitated because they don't tell the truth about their crimes, about what they've done. Well, this is the same. This person's trying to heal and recover and get a new sense of balance without doing the work the best they can. But I'm feeling, okay, am I taking those? Yes. Okay, all these, okay. But I'm feeling whatever, oh. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, like we said, a continued oppression. The Page of Swords, an unwillingness to tell the truth, even though opportunities will come in for them. But there's an inability to tell the truth, an unwillingness to tell the truth. And this is why they end up in the Queen of Cups in reverse energy. So with the Two of Pentacles, you and them both individually, you're doing this both in your own individual ways. You're standing on the right. This person, whoever they are, this person is not. This person is like spiritually bypassing and trying to recover without actually doing the work that they came here to do. But they're denying themselves going into the core, going into the critical area that they're most running from. So with the new sense of balance for you, I'm feeling that you're going to be entering into a state of rest. You've overcome a lot. And I'm feeling that this is going to be like another test. Your encounter with this Page of Swords in reverse will be another encounter with, could be this person, could be somebody totally different who isn't willing to tell the truth. I'm feeling like it probably is this person, and you're gonna graduate this. You're gonna graduate this and succeed and elevate, but they won't. And this new elevation will bring you into new sense of balance as you in your elevation. You're going to go also through states of rest. Yeah, the Creator's saying you will be elevating while you rest also. It's not just about doing the work. Resting is part of the work. Can you hear that? With the resting comes the death. Death will come in, and the transformation. It's the transformation while you sleep, while you rest. You've done the hard work. You've done the hard work. Now you let spirit take over. And that's exactly, look at death facing the Hierophant. So the spirit of death with the higher wisdom working together on your behalf. Absolutely. You have a recovering of hope, a returning hope. Your willingness to reach up to the Creator, asking for help. And after being in the underworld, after being pinned to the earth under the weight of truths that pinned you to the earth, this spirit is going to help you and release yourself even further. But for somebody, this Queen of Cups in reverse, and I want to clarify that. I did this with another reading, and I don't normally clarify outcomes, especially for the final one, but I just want to make sure who this is. Who is the Queen of Cups in reverse, Creator? Is this my collective or the collective's person? Who is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Who is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Who is the Queen of Cups in reverse? Or well, what is it? What does it symbolize, Creator? Yeah. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I don't feel that's you. See, somebody's in a deception, and they're in a whirlpool. They're gravitating, and that's what I mean about this, is you've overcome this. They are now left in the energetic karma of what they did, of their own actions. Never mind what they did to you. This is how they represented themselves to themselves. Can you hear that? So, all of this deception, they're in like a whirlpool of deception. Swords, they're just sort of locking them in. And they could easily step out of this. Strategy, deception. The Page of Cups. Yeah, immaturity, disappointment, emotional immaturity, and very disappointed, this person. Because it's almost like Yeah, interesting. This whirlpool doesn't have a lot of force, but this person's still overcome by it. They're still overcome by it. They have a sense of emotional immaturity and disappointment. Am I taking that one? No. Okay. One more card, please, Creator. One more card. Yeah, I feel like they're disappointed in how things turned out for them, but they're not aware of how they're in on it, how they're in on their own demise. You know what? None of us, we're usually not aware of how we're in on our own demise until we discover how we're in on it, till we discover what we're being complicit to, what we're giving our power to, what we're allowing, how we're deceiving ourselves. And this person, I'm feeling, is terrified of knowing themselves. Ooh, the High Priestess in reverse. Oh, this is definitely not you. This is definitely not you. So somebody who acted with a sense of short-sightedness, or someone who acts with a sense of short-sightedness. Ignorance. This person is ignorant. And they have a lack of understanding. They're not interested in understanding. They're not interested in developing the understanding. You know, this Page of Swords in reverse, they're not interested in telling the truth or overcoming. They just want to get through this as painlessly as possible. Okay, Creator, can we have an Egyptian Gods Oracle card, please? Oh my gosh. The Creator's saying, like, this Page of Swords in reverse here, of them not wanting to tell the truth. It's even more than that. Because whatever's going to happen in the future, there's going to be like it's like your paths are going to cross, either physically or maybe energetically through email, maybe through video, Skype or something like that, FaceTime, I don't know, but your paths are going to cross. And your example that you set by being you, by doing the work, your sensitivity, and your happiness, and your sense of magician energy. It's like this person is in the midst of goodness and they still cling to their lies. Even though I feel like they they're very pessimistic. And even I just bought the book again, The People of a Lie. I just gave away my last copy. So I bought another copy of it. This book had transformed my life. M. Scott Peck is brilliant. He's a genius. He's brilliant. But anyway, there's a part in the book where it talks about love. And there is a certain person, a certain kind of person who is so removed from love that the presence of love will harden them that much more out of love, away from love. That when they're in the presence of love, they'll not only harden, but reject it, disconnect from it, lose interest, have an apathetic loss of interest, loss of connection to love, a hardening of the heart, a willful, determined against it. It was very it was a very eye-opening concept. And that's what I'm feeling is with this person. They have cut themselves off from self-love, their own nurturing capacity. Because of that, they've lost their will. And look at this whirlpool's not very strong, but this bird should be flying. It's looking for food and fishing while it's stuck in this whirlpool. It's trying to regain its energy. Maybe it's beholding its own reflection. That is it. It's looking at its own reflection in the water while it's stuck in a whirlpool, like its own magnetics of deception. And that's what I mean. I feel like this person trapped themselves in a lie, and now they're stuck in it, and they are now looking at themselves and seeing, like, how do I say this? Like when they look at themselves in the mirror, they see a distorted image, a distorted self-image because of their deception. Because of their emotional immaturity, they don't have a lot of emotional intelligence, and because of that, because of their lack of energetic financing, they're very, very disappointed. And their lack of understanding, their short-sightedness, their ignorance. Yeah. The Creator wanted me to bring that in. Just so you know, and I feel you know who this is. And if this person isn't frail, if it's not the frailty that's supporting the entire reading, now that the energies of the readings shifted in a way I wasn't expecting, this could be that you're being seen as unorthodox because you got through this. You know, I'm feeling if this is family, you got out of an enmeshment. If this is a marriage, you got out of enmeshment with your spouse. If this is your family, you got out of a long-standing toxic enmeshment with your family. If this is a workplace, you got out of a toxic environment. Or maybe you're still there, but you have victory over it now. But whoever this is does not. They don't. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Amun-Ra creation. Look at you. The magician, creative energy while you're in the midst of a liar, and you don't lose your power here or here. You held fast. Whoever you are very rare. I don't get energies like this often in my readings. Okay, Amun Ra, number 2. He is the most powerful cosmic deity as he is the king of all the gods in the Egyptian pantheon. He was born from the fusion of the god Ra of Heliopolis and with the main Theban deity Amun. Amun Ra is the creator of all things. Symbol of intelligence and creativity, he is like fire, rapid and often unexpected. Ooh. If this card appears to you, you have all the skills to obtain what you want. Intellectual and practical skills for achieving your objectives. He indicates a flourishing period, skills in public relations, ideas and intentions which take concrete form, perhaps even a sudden falling in love, a new beginning, or a love story that takes shape. Ooh, creation. So you've got, yeah, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling, as this is more about you being seen as unorthodox, and you're doing something that is out of the box thinking. Holy, like, whoever this was underestimated you big time. They are miserable and bitter. They are miserable and bitter. They're full of regret and miserable and bitter. And they do not have access to their high priestess. Okay, it doesn't mean they can't, but they're going to have to face themselves and go back the way they came, backtrack, and take responsibility for the footprints they leave in other people's lives. Just like Caroline Mace's book, Enter the Castle. She talks about, is this Enter the Castle, or is this The Courage to Confront Evil? But she says, have you left a mess that you made other people clean up? Did you make a mess of your life or someone else's life and then let other people clean it up? She says, because that is an expression of evil. So, like Hitler, look what he did. Look what the world had to clean up. And this betrayal here, you had to clean up a mess that someone else started. Oh, and because of that, you've graduated. You passed some major tests here. And whatever you're going to create that is being seen as unorthodox by the people around you, especially this person that's like pissed off and not being able to match you now, you're out of their league, big time out of their league. They're you're out of their reach. Also, your creation is going to be blessed. All right, collective, I'm going to leave this beautiful reading here. This is a beautiful reading, you guys. Excellent job. Well done. And you guys take care, and I'll see you guys on the next reading.